Hi, my name is Dawn Ciccarone. Welcome to the Living with Vision Loss podcast, where people can learn how to live more independently in their everyday lives. Today we're going to answer the question, what magnification apps can help me read again? There's so many magnification apps out there. I wanted to share the 3 magnification apps we teach people to use and I find that are successful for reading. They are HW Explorer, Supervision Plus Magnifier, and Visor, V-I-S-O-R. All of these magnification apps are available on Android phones and iPhones. If you want to download these apps from your Android phone, you would go to the Google Play Store. If you wanted to download these apps from your iPhone, you would go to the App Store. If your family member or friend has vision loss, they might need a little help downloading the app. Typically, we use these apps for people that do have near acuity. So you probably would use this app for someone that can see, they just can't see small print. The apps that I talked about do a lot of things. They increase the print size, so they're helping if you have reduced acuity. And they also can change the contrast. When I teach these apps, what are the activities we're practicing? Typically, we use these apps for spot reading. They don't really work great to read a book because the field of view of your phone is only 5 inches, so it's really hard to hold these apps to read a book. I like to use these apps if you wanted to read a medicine bottle, prices at the store, or labels at the store. We have our phones with us at the store, so it's really nice to put these magnifiers on your phones, and then you could read a price or label. You could also use them to read a menu at a restaurant. A lot of restaurants have really dark lighting. A magnification app could be helpful to read a menu. It not only increases the print size of what you want to read on the menu, but it also can increase the contrast, and you can also use your phone light to increase the contrast in a dark area. When people want to use a magnifier app, I will teach them how to use that app specifically for their goals. And we practice. How successful are magnification apps? That's a great question. The success of using an app depends on if you practice it and you're taught it the right way. Research has shown magnification apps can help people with vision loss, but a lot of times they're not taught how to use the app or shown how to use it. When I teach apps, I try to make the experience really positive, and I try to teach it in a way where we do one step at a time. Let's go through how you would start teaching someone how to use a magnification app, and I'm going to show you how to do that with my favorite app. It's Visor. Visor is free on the Android phone. If you have an Apple phone, Visor is about $18, which is a one-time fee. The Visor app is my favorite magnification app. If you are listening on my podcast, you can go to the YouTube station, Living with Vision Loss with Dawn Ciccarone on YouTube, and get a visual of these apps. If you're listening on my podcast, I'm just showing on the screen the Visor app, the HW Explorer app, and the Supervision Plus app. The HW Explorer app is a magnifier. The background is black. The magnifier is white and orange. The Supervision Plus app also is a magnifier. And then my favorite app is the Visor app that has a black background. The center of the eye is red, and then it's surrounded by yellow and then a blue color. Why I like this app is in the center, there is a magnification button to magnify the print in 3 different sizes. The magnification button is in the center. It's a plus button. The background is black and the plus is yellow. You can hit the plus and it magnifies in 3 different sizes. On either side of the plus button is a color button. The color button, or the mode button, is blue and black, and you can change the color when you hit the mode button. On the other side of the plus button is the red sun with the black background, and this is how you can turn on your light. The Visor app is really easy to use because it has simple to use controls. When I'm teaching apps, I teach people how to use all the controls. So the first step of teaching an app is to download the app onto your phone. The second step is to play with the controls. Play with the magnification. You're going to play with the color. You're going to see if the flashlight is good for you. When you're using magnification apps, just get familiar with the controls. Magnification apps and using them is like riding a bike. It's just going to take some time to use the app, but you will be able to do it with practice. The next thing that's really important that I want to share with you when using magnification apps is where the camera focuses. The camera of the iPhone or the Android phone typically focuses 6 inches from the material. So it's about a pen's width from your reading material to the camera where you would hold your phone from the printed material. This is really important because that's where the camera focuses. The print will not be clear if you don't hold it at the correct working distance. When you are using an app, you want to make sure, first, that you download it. Second, that you are getting familiar with the magnification and mode or color changing controls. And third, you want to hold the camera at about 6 inches or a pen or pencil's width from the material that you're using. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure your camera is lined up with the material. What I find is some people that have never used a magnification app or haven't really used their camera, because remember, a lot of people we are working with have vision loss. They might not be using their camera or know where their camera location is as you and I would. Things to consider when using apps. You really have to practice. It takes time learning how to use these apps, so don't be frustrated or hard on yourself. It takes time figuring out where to hold the camera in relationship to your print, and it also takes time using the app and lining up the camera with the print you want to read. I do have a fun solution to share. We put all the reading material that we're practicing reading on a reading stand. We start with simple materials. We put a soup can on the reading stand. We put an envelope on the reading stand. We put a medicine bottle on the reading stand. The reading stand is holding your reading material, and you have your hand free to operate the camera and learn how to use the controls and learn how to hold it at the correct distance. I do find it's really hard to use these apps when you're trying to figure out where to hold the camera, line up the camera, and then hold the material you're trying to read. So the reading stand definitely makes things a little bit easier for you to learn how to use these apps. The other simple solution I want to share with you is if you have an iPhone, you can put the app on your toolbar so it's easier for you to find it on the home screen. If you need any help putting the app on the toolbar, you can ask a family member, a friend. They can help you put that app on your toolbar so you can find it and use it easier. So those are things to consider when you're using magnification apps. Don't get frustrated, just keep practicing. You can open the app by touching the app, or you can use Hey Siri, open Visor, Hey Google to open your app. If you want to close your app, you do have to swipe up to exit the app. Good luck using magnification apps. Just practice. Practice opening the app, practice using the magnification tool, practice changing the contrast. Get a reading stand or something to hold your reading material if you want to start so you can feel more successful and more comfortable with the app. This app is also great for anyone over 40 that has presbyopia or trouble reading things up close. If you forget your reading glasses or don't know where you put your reading glasses, you can download these magnification apps on your phone, and you can also use them to make things larger. The other apps that I wanted to share with you, I will put in the show notes that are free on Android phone and on iPhone are HW Explorer and Supervision Plus. There is a popular magnification app that a lot of our patients use on Android phones called WeZoom Magnifier. I will put that in the show notes also. If you would like to comment on YouTube of what your favorite magnification app is or the magnification apps you found useful, feel free to share that with other people. The biggest thing is just practice using it and see which one you like and what works for you. In our next episode, I am really excited to share my favorite text-to-speech app. We will be talking about Seeing AI app. My email will be in the show notes. If you have any questions about apps or you want to share an app that you find helpful, just email and reach out to me. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next episode for Seeing AI.